Kenzie acting like, oh well, I was
She's
just
a victim.
Like I'm not. She makes it seem like she's not moving shady when she is. She always has an excuse for why she did what she did. But be honest, you're just a shady.
Just as bad as sincere, you stay lying to everybody. You keep telling every single guy, you're my type, I could see myself with you. You did it with Sean, you did it with Gabe, you did it with Corbin, you did it with Caleb, you did it with Gall, you did it with Dylan. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's 6 men. Yo,
that's
you
a lot.
can't make this shit up.
This the kind of beat that go, this the kind of beat that go, this the kind of beat that go, rock, top, top.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Welcome back to another episode of the Petty Headquarters. I'm your host, Tiana Locke, and this is
Jessie Strange.
And we are back at it again with another episode, y'all. And this time we are doing our Love Island recap. Oh my God.
Finally.
Yeah, I feel like 3,000 episodes passed by.
I know. This damn show comes out every day and it's crazy.
It's insane.
It literally is insane. But like low-key, I love it.
Yeah,
Addicted.
it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
But if you guys are new, welcome. We're the Petty Headquarters podcast. We cover things like reality TV, internet culture, pop culture, and baddies. But today, specifically, we will be recapping, like you said earlier, the Love Island episode since the last time we have. And also, what up, Petty Posse? Thank you guys for always tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate the comments. And for those of you who are new, welcome to the Petty Posse.
Yes. So without further ado, let's just get into this week's dose of mess. So to pick things back up from where we left off, it was Casa Amor, yo. That shit was insane.
Is that the last time we spoke?
That is the last time we spoke about this, before the guys got back and before
That's right,
Titi gets introduced and the whole thing where the internet said, give Trinity her baddie chain.
Yo, this is crazy.
So this is just very insane. So we're just going to pick it up from then to now.
Yeah.
So obviously, with the girls finally getting their Casa guys, Trinity does end up, trying to talk to Corey, and she does kiss him in the photo booth.
Yes, that's right.
And so at some point, the guys get a postcard in the mail that shows basically what each girl was doing, right?
All the messy parts, at least.
All the messy parts.
With no context at all. Like, it could have been like, Trinity's like, this isn't working, but it doesn't matter because they showed a picture of her and Corey kissing.
Right. So, I just think it's so interesting how, like, the girls were so respectful. Like, Kata wasn't trying to kiss the guy, Chad. Melanie, there was only a picture of her looking into Corey's eyes, or Ronnie's eyes. And then, of course, Trinity was kissing Corey in the photo booth. Bryce was like her and all this stuff. And I just think it's so interesting just to see the difference on this show, the difference between like, men and women, period. So it's just so funny. Bryce was like hurt. He didn't know like what he was going to come back to.
It was funny because as he was expressing how he missed Trinity and how she's the one, like obviously you see her on a date with Corey and like taking pictures. The way they edited was actually really funny.
I know. They really dragged it, like going back and forth like that.
That shit was funny as hell. But like, it's also interesting because like obviously it tapped into like a deeper insecurity that they both spoke about. Because they don't date outside. They haven't dated outside their culture.
Yeah.
Right? Especially Trinity made it very known. Like, I've really never dated someone outside of my culture. So like, obviously she knew that when she received her postcard, she knew like, oh my God, I hope he's not overthinking. And same thing with like Bryce, right? He's overthinking because it tapped into something deeper, which makes sense. Like, he knew Corey was good looking. He was more Trinity's type.
Right.
I could understand why he felt like insecure about that.
Yeah. And that brings me to a comment. One of the comments that I want to bring up that someone had commented on the last episode. Let me make sure I get your whole username right because I ain't trying to put names in people's mouth. Okay. So this person commented, Aja Green 8219. And they said just loud and wrong about Trinity and Bryce, laughing emoji.
Oh yeah, because of your opinions on Trinity
Right.
and
So
Bryce.
I remember in our last recap, I was just saying, Trinity, don't fuck with Bryce. It's not gonna work. And obviously, episodes following after that, we kind of see that, you know, Trinity does open up and cries in her confessional about her feelings for Bryce and how she just can't. She really likes him, and it's like a crazy situation for her to be in. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that, it did shock me a little bit. I was like, oh, do you really like Bryce like that?
Yeah, let's talk to the people about how you
Okay,
feel.
so-
Because I
yeah.
ate that scene up. Especially
Yeah.
after the date and everything. I was like, damn,
yes.
I guess I might have been wrong about their relationship
Yeah.
because it seems like they really fuck with each other, but you still standing on it.
No, so okay, no. I do think that they're cute and they have like really cute moments, and there could be a possibility that Trinity does indeed like Bryce. Where my issue lies, where I still feel something in my gut, is that I don't know if that's mutual. I just don't know if that's mutual on Bryce's end. I know he did ask her to be his girlfriend on the date, which was super cute, but I just don't know. Like, I won't be surprised if something happens after the show
Outside the villa.
and all of a sudden we went our separate ways. Like, you know what I mean? So that, and if it doesn't, I'll eat my fucking words.
One thing I will say that really brought a red flag up to my attention, because like up until this point, Bryce hasn't really given me much to other than gay allegations, right? Like he really hasn't given me much. And so like one thing I did notice that when the guys go back to the villa, they're watching a movie night and he has Sincere's back. Not only does he have Sincere's back, but he tells Sincere, he advises him to tell Melanie that just say she's just right.
Yeah.
And that really brought something up to me because it's like, oh, so is that what you do, Bryce? Is that how you handle conflict? Especially Trinity. She is very vocal.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact she's keeping it cute on the show.
She very much so. Very much so.
Because you could tell that she definitely can
turn up,
sure. And I just feel like I wonder how he handles that, which kind of backs up your take on like outside the villa when you really get to know them, where they're not keeping it cute, where they're keeping it real as fuck.
Exactly.
Will Bryce be able to handle it, or is he just another one of those, yeah, you're right, until like, until it breaks off? Like, you know what I mean? That's a red flag to me. I didn't really like that.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that obviously the dynamics in their personalities, he's more calm, in tune, and she's more like, she'll tell you straight up. So there is a balance, At least he's also not like that. And then you like kind of conflict with one another. But I don't know, something in my gut, like I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
I will say though, and I hate to say this because, but I feel like it does hit something deeper for me. I do find it a little odd that she's the youngest of them and he's the oldest of them.
But the way he act like he's her age.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So like he's in his 30s and she's in her, she just
22.
Like a year into drinking legally.
Yeah.
And like the fact that you could relate to this girl, I find that a little weird. I mean, a lot of people will be like, age is nothing but a number. I don't care what y'all got to say about that because to be honest with you, I could never picture myself as a 32-year-old dating someone who's 22.
Agreed.
Like that's just mentally we're not in the same space.
No, definitely.
So, and I feel like the people who defend that are the people that are immature mentally and not at their same age
exactly
range, right?
But that's the thing. Bryce acts like that. He literally acts like he's just turned 21, 22.
Yeah.
So I'm not shocked. You know what I mean? So moving on, the guys end up coming back from fucking Casa. Okay. And now the girls get to decide, are they going to stay in their couple or are they going to couple up with someone else? So of course, Kenzie, she decides to couple up with Dylan. Jen decides to couple up with Gall, and we will get to Gall.
The gallbladder, bro.
Gallbladder, bro. And so Melanie decides to stay in a couple with Sincere, right? And Kata decides to stay in a couple with Zach. Trinity decides to stay with Bryce, and Anaya did not choose Carl and decided to stay with KC. So now when these guys come back from Casa,
they come back whether it's single or with their new partner.
Yes. And Corbin coming in hot with Parmida, bro. Corbin coming in hot. The girls booing him, talking about boo, tomato, whatever the fuck they were saying. Bro, Kenzie's going off, talking mad shit. And I'm not gonna lie, like, they were doing a lot. Because let's be real, like, Corbin never lied to Kenzie. Like, yeah, he was being mad annoying when he was at Casa, but like, who cares?
And hey, I hate to say it. I hate to say this. But like, Parmida was right. They're just being boys. And that's just the reality of like men versus women, as we can see time and time again in the show, right? Like they're stupid, like,
right? Very like childish, and that's all that was.
Yeah, like, it ain't personal.
It's really not personal. So I guess for me, like when Kenzie just took it so personal, I was like, "Damn, girl, weren't you like exploring like you got like 6 dudes at this point?
Yeah."
You got like 6 dudes. and it's like you're mad that he decided to come back with someone else. Like, I'm just so confused. Weren't you juggling him and Caleb?
Yeah.
You were exploring with other people. Now he comes back with another like woman, and all of a sudden it's a whole thing.
And that just goes back to Kenzie being obviously the insecure.
Right, for sure.
Being very insecure, especially because Parmida obviously is like another, like, is like Kata, dark features, you know, the same thing that Zach used against her.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean? So like, obviously that pissed her off.
Right.
But it's like, it is what it is, bitch.
Right. It is what it is. And so, you know, Casey coming with fucking Titi.
Yo.
This was insane. I was not expecting this to unfold the way it did.
Yeah.
But it was very entertaining. I will say that.
It was.
So he coming in, mind you, Anaya had already picked KC. And he came in with someone else.
Yo, that's fucking Anaya's fault, bro. Like the girls were telling her, everyone was telling her, you gotta pick Carl, Yes. Casey ain't shit, whatever. He make you look dumb. I will say though, and this is a sidebar, we'll get back to this in a minute, but like, I do not like how Trinity spent so much time dogging KC and telling Anaya, oh, you're just gonna look stupid letting him, you know, play you while you're over here doing this. You need to choose Carl. Meanwhile, with Melanie, she's like, you need to give Sincere another chance.
Yes.
Follow your heart. And it's like, really, the real bad guy is Sincere.
Sincere.
Because he is a fucking liar.
Yes.
And you're literally, as a friend, telling her to follow her heart, making her look stupid when Melanie knows herself she looks stupid on national TV.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Literally.
It's giving a little color.
I'm not gonna lie. Low key, I'm wondering, is this colorism? Because why is it that no one's saying anything about Sincere, but everybody's on Casey's body when, let's be real, Casey did not do as much damage as what the fuck Sincere has done.
1,000,000%.
Like, Casey was honest with Anaya. He did say many times he wants to explore. He did say
she just didn't like
like it.
Yeah.
And that's really the honest truth.
Was he a little cowardly? Absolutely.
100%.
He didn't want to deal with her attitude.
Yeah, he didn't want to hurt her
and
feelings.
the backlash.
He didn't want to deal with it.
Right.
But he should have.
He should have.
Right.
Because that would have made him look less cowardly.
Exactly.
Was he coward? Yes.
He was.
But he wasn't a liar.
He wasn't sincere.
Right. Literally recycling like cat names. What are they called?
Beloved. Like, why are you calling every bitch beloved? I can't with Sincere, yo. And that's why when Trinity went so hard, Trinity and Anaya, of course, everybody is going hard. Nobody is going hard on Sincere. And what you said about Trinity and Anaya are telling Melanie up to this last episode to pick Sincere, which is weird.
Very weird.
Anaya, do you want Sincere?
I just don't get it. And you know what? I do want to share what my personal trainer told me about Sincere and Casey, because I think he brings up a valid point.
Yeah.
Sincere, he said that he feels like Casey got way more backlash than Sincere because Casey is not as digestible as Sincere. Sincere, soft-spoken. He's got a softer features. And, you know, he appeals more. He's more digestible as opposed to KC.
Yes.
Which is, like, interesting because it's like, what makes Sincere more digestible other than him was soft-spoken? Like, but I don't think Casey's rough.
I don't think Casey is rough
He's goofy,
either.
like, so-
Yeah, he's just goofy. And I think it just goes back to maybe there is subconscious colorism here.
Maybe.
Like you said, he's softer on the eyes, the long hair. Like, I don't know. And then on top of that, he is more soft. He's not soft-spoken. I don't think that's the word. He just says things nicer.
Mm.
Whereas Casey was like, me and I ain't on shit, bro. Me and I ain't on shit.
He said, here at Casa, I got aura.
Right. See, the girls don't understand my powers.
Yeah.
Like, Casey was saying shit like that, immature shit,
Yeah.
whereas Sincere wasn't saying those things.
He was actually lying to the boys too.
He was lying to the boys too. And he
Mhm.
wasn't saying those things. So he came across as more genuine, even though in reality, he's worse than Casey.
way worse.
Because Casey was actually being fucking real in those moments.
Yeah, 100. That was him.
That was him. And Sincere, even in those moments up until movie night, he was still being fake.
100%.
So,
to the boys, to the girls,
to the boys,
to himself.
to the girls, to himself, like everybody, yo. Even when he
Yeah.
tried to lie to the guys, even back when Soul was there, that he didn't kiss her.
Yeah.
He was dead ass lying hard. And I remember peeping this. So I was so happy that it was shown at movie night. So then
Mhm.
Corbin was like, damn, bro, I can't even save you. Like,
Bro, and I appreciate, and this is one thing we talked about after last night's episode was
Yeah.
that Corbin, yeah, he may be an asshole, but at least he's honest about being an asshole.
bro.
He
He did
didn't
not
care.
give a fuck.
And I love that because at least you know who you are and you're standing on it.
Yes, exactly.
And that's why I love that he clocked Sincere.
Yep.
As no one else. These
no
boys
other
want,
man,
bro,
other man did
all
that.
the guys wanted to back up Casey. They want
Yeah.
to speak up for Sincere.
Yeah.
But then to clock him
to
as
hold
a
him
man,
accountable.
holding him accountable, they were all fucking quiet.
Yeah.
And it's like, y'all so quick to come at the girls, but what about your own boy?
Yeah.
And that's why I say shout out to Corbin because, yeah, he may be an asshole, but at least he's honest.
Very.
And he's real.
Very. Yeah. And I really appreciated that because he was like, I'm here basically having your back,
Right.
not knowing that you're also lying to me.
Right.
It's like, it's one thing you do that with the girls, but I thought we were bros. Like, that's
Right.
fucking weird.
That's mad
Like,
weird.
why would you lie to me though? Like, what am I going to do to you? Like, it's not that deep. So, Corbin brought up a really great point, and I really appreciated that. But I'm not going to lie. When the guys came back with their girls, obviously Caleb, everybody was happy for him. Nobody wanted Caleb, so everyone's happy for him. But I did not like how hard they were going on Casey. I'm not even going to hold you.
Yeah, they were doing the most.
They were doing the most. Like, if anyone should have went off on him, it should have been Anaya, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
For KC, it should have been Anaya, and that's it. There's no reason why Trinity, Kada, Kenzie, Melanie, everyone is speaking up, going off on this guy, and that's why Titi spoke up.
Yeah,
She
she
spoke
did.
up.
She did.
Now Casey's trying to explain himself, saying that, yeah, he did find a better connection. And it's like, what me and I had was great, but like, if I'm being, now he's being honest,
Mhm.
right? And he's explaining that he found a better connection and that was it. But they kept talking over him. They weren't letting him speak. And then it just got so bad to the point where Trinity decides, can I ask you a question? Interrupts the whole thing talking about, why did you make that comment about how me and Zach and this, that, and when you said that, you could have just been honest with Anaya. Why weren't you honest then about what you wanted to do and explore? So that opened up a whole can of worms.
Which is not what Casey said, by the way, when it came to Trinity and Bryce's relationship.
Yep.
Like, he was just surprised that what was it? He said that he was surprised that they were in the safe zone as like top relationships or something like that.
He didn't say anything.
Yes, he did. He said that.
He said one of the strongest couples was him and Anaya and someone else.
Zach and Kada.
Yes,
because they didn't
and
explore.
he didn't even mention Bryce and Trinity at all.
Yeah,
But
Bryce. That's right.
mentioned it.
That's
and
right.
told Trinity that.
Yeah, and that's why I go back to the same thing with like a red flag as Bryce. It's like, why are you in girls' business? Like, I feel like that's just like, I don't know. Like, he
Him
was
and
the one.
Zach, bro.
He was the one that twisted that.
He did.
And made it to what it was. And it's like, Trinity's mad over something that literally your own man said. Not even KC said that.
Yeah. And obviously during this point, he literally is like, I never said that.
Yeah.
But it's so chaotic that everyone is talking
each
over
other.
him,
Yeah.
not trying to let him speak. So now Titi is like, okay, well, he made his decision and that's that. And like, you guys are just doing too much. Y'all not letting him speak. Y'all talking over him. Trinity's like, I'm sorry, but I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. She said, but I'm talking to you, though. She said, but I'm not talking to you, baby.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit got so... We gotta find the clip. Girl.
You gonna find it?
Actually do your thing. That gets sneaky. Like, you're a
You
grown-ass man.
soul. You did want to explore soul, but then he got soul, so that's why you ain't explore
Like, you... Yes, you did. Don't fucking lie.
Stop.
Like,
But at the end of the day, he's here for him.
we talking to him, baby. No shit.
Okay, but I know, but
What you talking about? I don't know her. Like, I'm talking to him.
it don't matter. He's here for him. And
Baby,
you
I'm
don't
not
have
speaking
put
to you. I'm
nobody-
talking to Oh my gosh, he's a grown man. He's a grown man, baby.
First of all of y'all are... Y'all ganging up on him, though.
Casey, you're a big boy. Speak the fuck up. Speak up.
Let him speak.
I'm tired of him speaking for
I ain't gonna
y'all.
lie, I forgot the fucking question.
First of all, I can speak if I want to speak. Y'all don't control me. I don't care if you know me or not.
But I'm not talking to you.
Well, I'm
That's the
speaking to
thing.
you.
I'm not
So
talking to
that-
you, though. So stop talking to me. I'm talking to him.
First of all, you a little girl. So you can
I'm
stop
not a
talking to me.
little girl. You
are
just
a
got
little
in
girl.
here. Bitch, I don't know you. I don't fucking know you,
You
bitch.
can pipe down. I'm TT.
Wrong way to come in the villa, bitch. I'm talking to his grown ass. You just met
I'm
this
speaking
dude.
to you.
Get her out of my face. Like, I don't even.
We're not here
She
to
can talk
protect
to her
nobody.
ass. I don't got it.
Are you going to shut me up?
Boot this girl out of this bitch. If this bad girl club. You defending a man you know for 3 days is insane.
Oh
Yo.
my God, that shit killed me when Anaya said, "Is this bad girl club?" The way I hollered at the screen
No, for
because
real.
what the fuck?
Yeah, for real.
That shit was mad funny, yo.
I'm telling you, I love me some TT. I
Bro,
ain't gonna lie. That
I
energy.
love TT. I don't care what anyone says.
Because put yourself in her situation. You're coming into a house that's hot.
Yeah.
Like they are literally ganging up on her and her man.
Yes.
So it's like, well, it's only me and my man anyways. I might as well like fucking don't fuck with me.
Yeah, but it's also just like, they weren't trying to let her speak either. Like they were really trying, yo, Kata, wrong way to come in the villa, bitch. But that whole situation turned into such a crazy thing because no one really expected, Trinity to even ask that question to Casey. It seemed
Oh,
like
I
Trinity
did.
was even more mad than Anaya. Like,
Yeah.
Titi, nobody expected Titi to call her a little girl either. Talking about, I'm Titi, you can
Yo.
pipe down. Like, whoa, what show is this?
And it's so funny because like after that, obviously there were people online speculating that supposedly TT got restraining order on her because of something and something. Honestly, I didn't even want to give it much attention because I want her on the show. I
No,
really like her. I think
literally.
she's perfect for Casey.
I think she is too. Like, not for nothing. I really do think they vibe and they're compatible, way more compatible than him and Anaya.
100%.
It's like, I get it, the situation that happened, which I'm happy they made up now. Up until this point, so beautiful to see. But when you really look at the compatibility, like, him and Tierra really are mad compatible.
Mad compatible.
Like, I'm like, damn. Okay.
like that karaoke
Yo.
where they were doing Ain't No Mountain Higher.
That was lit.
They were number one until Kenzie and Dylan came up.
They were number one until Kenzie when Dylan went. I was like,
100%.
damn. Yeah.
They're
yeah.
mad cute.
They're very
Even them
cute.
dancing like at the other challenge.
Yeah.
Like it was cute to see them. Like they're very much a vibe. And I do appreciate Casey saying what he said about like how, TT has been holding him down this whole like season.
Yeah.
And now he wants to step up and hold her down equally.
Exactly.
And I'm like, that's what's up, because that's she has been holding you down. You can tell that TT has that stronger personality that
Right.
balances him out.
right.
But like, it's cool to see him say like, yeah, I want to step
like
up
he
too.
wants to as well. Like, and that
Love
was
that.
nice. That was very nice. So,
That was very nice.
but so Caleb obviously comes back with Jaden. Everybody's hyped. Sincere, Bryce, Zach, they come back alone.
Mhm.
So Zach comes back. Kata, obviously, she's happy that he comes back, but she still had to like give him her 1-2s and whatever, her 2 cents. Bryce comes back alone. Trinity obviously is waiting for him. He was scared. He didn't think that she would be there, and he was very happy. They embrace each other, and it was actually cute seeing them come back and reunite with
He
one
gets
another.
like emotional and shit.
Exactly, he
Mhm.
does, and he didn't expect her to be there, waiting for him. So that was nice. And obviously, when Sincere comes, Melanie literally picked him just to fucking chew his ass
Chew him
out
apart.
in front of everybody, bro.
It's funny, you saw his smile and it slowly go away.
It slowly went away for real. Like, I was like, damn, she chewed his ass out. Talking about, I'm not fucking dealing with this shit no more. Sincere. You better fucking da-da-da. Like, I'm not trying to fucking look stupid. And I'm like, damn, you really took him back just to curse him out. Like, that shit had me weak.
Yeah, but I don't like how the guys narrated, like, she ruined a good moment that was supposed to be special and happy. You came back to her. And I love that Melanie stays on and she makes it known, like, it's not about being chosen because like, I look like the bitch that you cheat on and come home to. And that's not what I'm trying to look like.
Exactly.
And I appreciated that because the guys really at some point were like victimizing Sincere. Like, oh, poor Sincere. And it's like, what do you mean poor Sincere? And this is before they knew he was lying. So, okay, I'm giving that grace. But at the end of the day, why didn't y'all speak up when you realized he was lying too? Y'all had so much mouth when he was lying and y'all believed him. But when you realize who he really was, no one said anything but Corbin to him.
Yeah, but then also too, Titi also during movie night clocks that and she stands on it like, no, y'all saw what he was doing. Y'all saw, so don't sit there and act like you didn't know. You know?
Yeah, 100%.
She made sure to say like, no, I was there, bitch. Like I saw what you guys were doing and what y'all were saying, and she definitely reassured the girls that they knew. They fucking knew. But it really does go back to, again, Sincere putting on this innocent act. And that's really what that is. Like, because you talk and you say these nice things, people just put him in a category of innocent or put him in a category
broken or he needs to be worked on.
Yeah, which is really fucking annoying. And then it makes Melanie look crazy when she's not fucking crazy. You know, and that's the shit that pisses me off. So then when they sitting down, he give us some sad ass fucking flower that he fucking picked. That shit pissed me the fuck off.
That dead flower.
That dead ass motherfucking flower ass petal shit that you fucking picked, bro. He got me so mad because I'm like, you know, you guys have been here for what? Like almost 6 weeks now and you have not initiated. Corey was there like 1-2 days and literally set up a whole thing for her.
Yep.
You not once set up something for her. And he was confident that she was going to be there waiting for him. When he came back talking about, yeah, I kind of had a feeling I knew she was going to be, what?
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
Yeah.
Get him off, man. And this is the shit I don't like. It's the fact that you can verbally say, yeah, I kind of had a feeling. Why are you confident that she's going to be waiting for you?
Yeah.
And that's why she said what she said. Like, I look like a dumb bitch and you treating me like that. Talking about, oh, but I picked you though.
That's not the
That's
prize.
how you know he's used to bird brain bitches that just want to get picked. And that's just really it, you know? And that's not okay, especially when you keep dogging her out, making her look stupid. And if he's doing this on the show where he's keeping it cute,
right?
You can only imagine outside of a TV show where there's no cameras.
Yup. And you know what's crazy is that his ex came out and said that. His ex literally came out and was like, yeah, he cheated on me. He's a liar. That's all he'll be.
Yeah.
I mean, girl, if it's shown on national TV and he knows he's being recorded, then girl, he is a fucking dog behind the scenes.
He must be a dog behind the scenes because that's wild.
So it's so interesting because also my trainer's wife, she was watching the show and she brought up a good point, which I wanna kind of just make it like bring it onto the pod, but she said that Sincere reminds her of a boy who grew up in a Latin family who was the only boy and kind of basically got away with everything and was babied. And I feel like he definitely moves like that because a lot of the guys, especially if you're the youngest boy, you get babied and, you know, no one tells you about yourself. And you can just tell just by how he speaks. Like, I don't know. You could tell like he just gets away with a lot of shit.
Yeah, he does. And he doesn't know how to put in effort.
Right. And you know, you brought up a good point as well, is like Melanie, you know, when Corey was here, Melanie was describing what she wanted and her perfect date. And you were like, that's it? That's all it takes for your perfect date?
So thank you for reminding me about that because I did realize when she was talking to Corey and he was asking her these questions that she should be asked.
Right.
Like, you know, what's your ideal date? What's your dream home look like? Like, you know, her dream home, that was cute. She wants to have like
A
her
farm
whole
property.
family on her farm, bunch of animals and all that stuff. But then when he was asking her about her ideal date, she was just saying like, yeah, we could go somewhere chill and have a good conversation. And I'm like,
Yeah, you were like, she doesn't set high standards for
no,
herself.
she doesn't set high standards for herself. And I'm not sitting here saying that, you know, you need to be a fucking prima donna, but at some point you have to have a certain level of respect for yourself, because if you're telling a man that, right, then he's not gonna work fucking hard for you. Because if that's the bar for you, yeah, we could just go somewhere chill and hang out. I don't really require much.
Yeah.
They are going to take that, internalize that, and know that they don't have to do anything more. And that showed when fucking Sincere gave her that sorry ass motherfucking flower.
100%.
Dead ass flower with 4 petals, bitch. That pissed me off bad. And I'm like, yo, you can tell that Sincere, and the fact that he was confident that you was gonna be there,
Yeah.
you could tell that he knows that you are a girl that does not require much.
100%.
And once men know that, they will not put in that much effort for you.
But that goes throughout the rest of the time, him coming back from Casa, because, you know, she slept alone, not even in soul ties, but on a couch. Meanwhile, Corbin literally told Sincere that you need to sleep on the couch tonight, bro, because give her the bed. And instead of taking that opportunity where Sincere's like, oh, okay, you know what, I fucked up. You stay here and I'll go sleep in soul ties. He literally let her sleep outside, and not only in soul ties because she was scared from a fucking owl.
Yes.
She had to sleep on a couch, which is not even as comfortable as soul ties.
Right. And not once did he go out there and say, yo, you got the bed. Just straight up, you don't even know how to be a gentleman.
And that's another thing where at some point she finally makes her way to the bed. There is a pillow dividing them, but guess who has 2 pillows? It's Sincere, and it's not Melanie. Melanie has 1. Yeah. And it's like, again, look at him sitting there like a princess. He's more of a princess than she is.
And she's okay with that.
And that's it. She's okay with that. Yeah, 100%. And even her, like, there were just so many things I was clocking as the later episodes happened after Casa. But even the fact that, like, okay, he did his little fucking date.
His little breakfast
picnic date where he realized, like, at some point, okay, Corey did this, so I'm going to try to do this, right? And she was like, okay, eating it up. It was cute. But then the fact that she said that the karaoke night was her favorite night with Sincere shows that there really hasn't been much of effort,
initiative.
Like the producers' karaoke challenge was your favorite memory with Sincere.
That wasn't even Sincere's idea.
Right. And then when you think back to like season 7 where Ace did like this whole thing.
He knew how to take initiative.
Right.
Like, say what you want, but he had swag to him. He was smooth and he knew how to just take that initiative and plan those cute dates without it having to be a challenge.
And even Corey, he didn't need to be told. He's like, I only got a couple of days. I'm gonna show out what I can. Even the questions he was asking was so they were a good questions.
Very good questions.
A man that wants to know more about you and how he can provide for you.
Exactly. Trying to gauge just what you like, just like you said, so how he can show up for you. But what bothers me too is that there was a comment when she had the 1 pillow and he had the 2 pillows in the bed. She says something about how, this is my house or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, I'm the owner of the house. I'm like,
yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I know.
Stand up. You get me mad.
And that's the thing. It's like, yo, at some point in the beginning, like
the owner, your ego is through the fucking roof.
100%.
And you could tell he's lying about how he feels 99% of the time.
Yeah.
How you really feel is you don't give a fuck, and your ego is definitely, your pride and your ego is overriding, how she feels. And it's like not cute. And I can see that.
Yeah, 100%. And I just feel like Melanie, so quick to ease up to him again, is exactly why I originally was feeling bad for her. But after movie night, if you continue to see him after that, it really does show like, I can't feel bad for you anymore because you're choosing to still be in this situation with him. And even during karaoke night, like after that, like the people were saying the least favorite couple, the fact that who was it that said it? Parmida said that their relationship is toxic.
Yeah, she deserves better.
And then Sincere literally saying, I don't think it's toxic. I mean, I may have done some toxic things, but I'm like, Bro, what the fuck are you saying? You sound stupid.
Yeah.
You and Melanie deserve each other.
At that point. Honestly, at that point.
I was literally comparing it to a Blueface and Krishan because it's like at some point, how can you continue feeling bad for someone when they literally see it on camera what he was doing and you still chose him?
Yeah.
You still chose to be with him. Yeah. You're still giving him grace.
Yeah.
That man is never going to respect you. And
no, he's never going. And you can see it and going back to the thing that, was said earlier that you mentioned, Nicole said that you could tell he is the only boy and the spoiled one. He literally acts like that because he does not know how to show effort. He does not know how to take initiative. He does not know how to hold himself accountable. 100%. You can tell no one has ever held him accountable.
Yo, even, bro, the fact that he keeps repeating, oh, I realized that I was learning about myself at the expense of others. He's literally repeating what Amora said. That's literally what Amora said to him. Yeah, and then he ran with it. He ran with it because he's like, that's his way of showing accountability. No, you're just repeating what other people are saying because it makes you look better. It makes it seem sincere, but you're not. And that's what literally my trainer was like, bro, I don't know why, but sincere gives me sociopath because he's a liar.
Yes, he's just saying what you want to hear.
Yeah.
And he does that with everyone. He did that with the guys. He did that with Amora. He does that with Melanie. He is just he's just telling you what he thinks you want to hear so that he could go back to doing the same bullshit he's doing.
Right. So he can not get in trouble and that's it.
That's it. Probably the same shit he did with his mom if his mom spoils him.
Yeah.
So didn't his mom come out and speak for him?
Oh, I don't know. Did she?
I think someone's mom came out and spoke for them. And I believe it was Sincere's mom.
I have no idea.
So that already in itself just says enough.
We don't know.
But whatever, allegedly. So I want to talk about Jen and Gall and how they had this weird fucking conversation, which made no sense to me at all. So now, at this point, Gall says he wants to explore Kenzie. And he let Jen know about this. And in the beginning, she's like, cool, that's fine. Explore. That's what we're here to do. But at some point, she does ask him, hey, if I bring you back, are you still going to explore Kenzie? And he says that, yeah, and I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't bring him back. I
thought that was the defining factor.
I thought that was it too.
And that's why I'm like, Jen, you're a dumb bitch too, because you're mad that you got sent home, but it's like, he literally told you what he was going to do.
Yeah, I know.
And you still chose him?
Yeah, she should have chose Ronnie.
100% should have chose Ronnie.
She really liked Gall.
I don't know why. He's ugly. And that chest hair gotta go. Bro, he shaved his hair. That shit looked like prickly pears, bro. Oh, it was ugly. This man looks like soulless.
Gall is definitely someone's type. That look is a type for someone. I don't think he's ugly. He has the tan, some girls like the thick mustache, and I don't know, surfer, that could be appealing. So I can see the attraction. Yo, Jesse, stop looking at me like that.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
But,
it's hard.
Right. She ends up picking Gall to come back. And, he clearly is talking to Kenzie still, talking to her, but you can tell that he's not really interested in Jen. When he was talking with Kenzie, he's talking about first dates and shit, what he'd do, all this nice shit. With Jen, there wasn't really much of any of that.
Not only that, he called Jen aggressive because she was telling the truth.
Right.
He's like, oh, well, because I feel like I'm in a couple with you that no one's opening up. And she's like, well, everyone else is closed off. That's what's going to happen. And she's telling him the truth. And he wants to make it seem like, oh, you're being aggressive. Why are you being aggressive? You think that's aggressive?
That whole conversation was so confusing to me because obviously as this progresses, when she picks him, brings him back, he does let her know he's going to still pursue Kenzie. And he is pursuing Kenzie. But as they're having another conversation, he's saying what you said. Everyone's closed off and I want to explore. And then only thing that I got from this is she's telling him, yes, they're closed off, but I don't care if you explore.
Right.
She said, you can explore. I'm not stopping you from exploring.
Right. She's just telling you the truth.
Yeah. And then he turns it and twists it. And I was like, wait, how the fuck did we get here? He starts talking about how, I just feel like we're not connecting and we're not connected.
You're forcing me to be something.
To be something I'm not, with the physical touch and the public displays of affection. He claims he doesn't like to do that. But then he's kissing Kenzie. He's doing all this extra shit, talking about first dates. And it was just weird. And then she was just sitting there confused, looking at him like, what the fuck?
Girl,
And then he called her aggressive.
You
That was
know,
weird.
he gave me white boy throwing a temper tantrum because he didn't get what he wants, because it was oozing Nepo baby. It was oozing, I don't gotta work for much because I can go home and be in my little coffee shop that my daddy paid for. That's literally what it gave. And it turns out that even the people of the shop were on Jen's side. They were like, if you use code Jen, you're getting a discount because we support you, Jen. Yes.
It's so fucked up.
Turns out he's not really a great person either outside the villa. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wait, isn't he the owner of the shop?
I know. These people are crazy. Probably get fired, but yeah, that's exactly. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that. That is
You wanna
some-
see?
Yeah, that's
All
some
right.
crazy shit right there. That is some crazy shit. Wow.
Okay, goals.
The fact that Gall's own surf shop in California is shading him and he doesn't even know because he's in the villa with no access to his phone is just serendipitous to me. You guys have been following along with Love Island. Gall has been paired with Jen.
Yeah.
And on last night's episode, Gall shared with Jen that he's not really a touchy person. He just doesn't see their connection going anywhere and proceeds to go make out with Kenzie. People have just not been liking his attitude at all. And his coffee shop, Saba Surf in Venice, California, put this out there today on social media, and I was laughing so hard.
Hey everyone, on behalf of all the women here at Saba Surf Cafe, we hear you and we support you. If your name is Jen, please come in today for a free drink. And on a separate note, Saba Surf Cafe is actually operated and managed entirely by women. We understand. Cheers.
I love whose ever idea this was to put this on social media because they are about to get so much business. And the fact that Gall just doesn't even know that this is happening. Oh yeah. This is great. This is tea.
Yeah, it's great marketing.
Oh my God. That is so fucked. That's top tier petty.
That is top tier marketing, baby.
That's top tier petty marketing, bitch.
Yeah.
That shit was lit.
Yeah.
That shit was lit. Talk about getting your lick back. I don't know what
Right.
he did to them, but the fact that they even came out and said this is actually managed and owned by women and operated by women, that tells me you might be spot on with the whole Nepo baby shit.
Yeah.
Like his name is on paper, but he just doesn't do anything.
That's what I'm saying. And girl, look, I mean, I hate to say
he
it,
was
but
moving like that.
He was moving.
He
like,
was moving
I
like that.
I call it, and I see it, and I see it at work, and I'm making fun of it because it's like Nepo babies, they move, they're the way they move, the way their hunger for just success is very different. Gall looks like he don't care to be there or not.
Yeah.
Gall's just like, I'm just here, you know, I look good and I want to be here, but I don't really care if most people want to be there because they need to be there because they want to build a brand for themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Gall just there because Jen's a dumb bitch and picked him.
Yeah, literally. So that whole conversation with him calling her aggressive, I'm like, wow, if you think that's aggressive, you have not seen anything.
No, there's not.
So we end up actually getting a surprise visit from Megan Thee Stallion, which
Yo.
shocked the shit out of me. I was just like, whoa, like
Megan?
like I read once they showed the close-up of the ass, I was like, yeah, that's Megan. You knew when they showed the close-up of the lips.
I didn't
That's
know.
when you really?
I didn't know. Towards the lips,
The
I knew.
lips you knew.
But you knew from like the toe, bitch.
I
You
knew, no, I knew from the ass. That's what, like, I knew from, like, but I really knew from the ass for sure.
Yeah.
But then when you saw the mouth, you were like, oh, it is her.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, they got Megan in this bitch. Like, imagine not being anything and going on the show and seeing Megan a fucking stallion.
Not
Like,
only-
that's insane.
Not only seeing Megan,
Talking
she's
to
literally
her.
like, yeah, Mel, you this. I've been watching this thing. She knows me.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? How
Yo.
you know me? Like, even Mel felt like that. Like, how you know about me? Like, what?
Mm.
That shit was insane, you know, obviously with fucking Kenzie doing her splits and everything. Then the guys, she meets the guys and everybody's hyped because it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So now everyone does this cake challenge, which is basically like cake musical chairs
Yeah.
where they got to dance and then sit on a cake and there's only a certain amount there. So a few people will get booted out.
Yeah.
Me personally, I do think that the guys won this challenge, but you know, Megan gave it to the girls. I feel like after they did that thing where they carried Dylan and he was twerking while they was carrying him from his legs and his arms, that shit was crazy.
The twerking challenge.
The twerking challenge.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I definitely think that Megan was definitely biased towards the girls for sure.
Yeah, she was.
And you know, it's so funny because my brother was like, I really didn't like Megan. She was too much on the girl side. Like, she was being biased. And I'm like, I get it, but like, I can never be mad at a girl's girl.
I can't be
Like,
mad at her. But that twerk challenge, the guys should have got that.
I agree.
That's the only one where I'm like, the guys got that in the bag. But other than that, that's
But
it.
imagine being Casey and being told about yourself from by
Megan
Megan
is
Thee
crazy.
Stallion, bro.
I know.
Megan can tell me about myself any day.
I think that shit was crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Like that whole scene. So then after that, they go into the next part where the guys get to throw cakes at the girls because they're in this thing like a whack-a-mole. Like only their heads are showing right on this table. So everybody's just throwing all types of cakes and shit, and everybody's shading each other and dissing each other. Then when it was time for the guys, bro, they OD'd. The girls had the fucking icing squirter, a squirter gun to shoot and all, like whoever's guy's face that they want. And bro, Corbin, he got done dirty. Corbin got done hit like 4 times.
I don't know why Sincere continues to get away with shit.
And that's what pissed me off the most about this challenge, because it was just the fact that it was mostly like Casey and Corbin going through things when at this point they've been honest.
Bro.
They've been honest at this point.
The only dumb bitch that looks worse than Anaya is Mel. Like,
literally.
If anything, it should have been Casey and Sincere.
Yes, I agree.
Like, Corbin.
I agree. Corbin, like, bro. First of all, Corbin was also getting juggled between another guy. Right? So what the fuck? Like that to me was so weird. So I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Kenzie just had a lot of mouth. And I'm like, I don't understand why you have so much mouth when you were juggling him with another guy.
And then you want to call Jen your best friend, but then you go and date her man too.
Right.
And then that's why I appreciated in the last episode that Mel called her out on her shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Mel, like you call me your best friend, but I don't call you my best friend. And I haven't been acting like a best friend, because when Soul was here and I'm glad she said that, because she didn't say it to her when it was happening.
No, she didn't say it to her when it was happening.
But when Soul was here,
we were talking about it. We were like, that's mad fucking shady.
It's weird. When Soul was here, you were buddy up with her, and Kenzie tried to make it seem like, oh no, but I was just trying to be nice. But it's like you are constantly doing this with everybody.
Yeah.
You're literally shady as fuck. You got mad at Mel for dealing with Corbin, yet you were juggling Corbin and Caleb.
Yes.
You got mad at Jen for telling you about yourself, yet she was literally telling you about yourself.
And she was nice.
And she was very nice.
Yeah.
And
she got offended by that.
She got offended.
She got offended talking about, well, I'm not a bad person. And I feel like this thing that she does with her fingernails when she gets
starts
nervous.
freaking out.
Yeah, she does this or she does this. Like she starts touching her left arm. Ow. She starts filling her fingers. And I'm like, she's like, I'm not a bad person. And I'm like, no one's saying you are.
You're just being a bitch.
You were being weird. You know, the fact that you kissed Gall and Jen had to find out through Kata and not you, that's weird.
Even Parmida called her out on it.
Yeah.
Like, you voted us as the couple because you were being shady. Because at the end of the day, there was no reason for you to be voting us. Like, you know damn well. And I love that, because it's like, and then again, Kenzie acting like, oh, well, I was
she's
just
a victim.
Like I'm not, she makes it seem like she's not moving shady when she is. She always has an excuse for why she did what she did. But bitch, be honest, you're just a fucking shady bitch.
You're just as bad as Sincere. You stay lying to everybody. You keep telling every single guy, you're my type, I could see myself with you. You did it with Sean. You did it with Gabe. You did it with Corbin. You did it with Caleb. You did it with Gall. You did it with Dylan. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's 6 men.
That's
you
a lot.
can't make this shit up. But then y'all want to talk about Gabe is lustful.
Right. That's what pissed me off.
That's the shit, right?
That shit was annoying.
But then you want to get so mad at Corbin when, like, bro, you were juggling Corbin. Did he get mad at you?
And honestly, Corbin didn't even date that much.
He didn't even do
He literally barely fucked with Mel.
Right.
He fucked with Parmida and then Kenzie, right?
That's
Who
it.
else?
That's it. Because he tried to talk to Kata, but obviously Kata was closed off to Zach.
Right.
And that was that.
His roster is nothing compared. Literally half
nothing
of Kenzie.
Yo! Literally nothing compared to Kenzie. And it's the audacity to act like a victim in every fucking situation that you're in is what irritates the shit out of me, because it's the way she gets so angry. Like
How dare you say that? I'm not a bad person.
Like,
Bitch,
she gets so mad.
take accountability.
She doesn't know how to take accountability. And you can see that like when she kept going in on Corbin. And I just feel like I love how she was shady when Parmida walked in. She wasn't nice to her. She wasn't trying to talk to her. She was never cool with her. And now she wants to lie and act like, oh no, I think you're beautiful. I have nothing against you.
But how about during movie night, all the shit that Corbin said, and Parmida said one thing, she goes, I'm not afraid of Kenzie. And out of all the things that Kenzie could have addressed, she, instead of addressing Corbin, who was talking all that shit, the first person she addresses is Parmida.
Yep. And I noticed that. And I'm like, this is how you know you're not a girl's girl. And this is what pisses me off the most. Yes, you are. And I bet you if Corbin said, yeah, I want you, and now Parmida, right now, bitch, you would drop them draws because you was fiending for him. And that's why she's so angry, because she's bitter. There's a lot of unresolved like energy on her end because she really wanted Corbin.
100%. Oh,
like,
she was fucking drooling over him.
Fiending for Corbin. Like even when she was like, I want you to give me a kiss. And he said no, she got so mad.
Offended by
it. You know, because he was trying to be respectful because he was just doing a lot with Caleb, you know, and that's just what it is. So just the fact that Caleb got a girl taken twice, bro, is crazy. Parmida, because she was coupled up with Caleb. I can't. Caleb
needed to go.
Yeah.
Caleb needed to go.
Yeah.
He was, you know.
Not to mention him and Jaden fight basically over the same problem that we've seen with Caleb time and time again.
And it's so funny, and I love that because, first of all, that was the most personality we've seen out of Caleb.
The most.
And so it was like nice to finally see the real Caleb come out. But also I appreciated Jaden coming out and telling him about himself. Like, bro, you always focus about a connection. I want to be in a connection, not talk about a connection. Yeah. And that really goes to show, like, bro, you're boring. In short, you're boring.
In short, you're boring. And that's what Jaden also tells the girls. She's like, I want a man that's dominant. And he's just not that.
He's not.
You know, he's telling everyone else, like, I feel like she doesn't like me. She doesn't compliment me, which that's fair. She didn't, but also like you
gotta woo her.
Yeah,
you gotta woo her.
Yeah, you weren't doing anything.
Yeah, like you're just expecting it because you're in Love Island and it's like a Tinder date. Like you're just expecting that.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, you gotta woo women. Like, you know what I mean? Like you gotta make them feel like they want to, like, especially if you're not hitting it off right away. Like, okay, let me see how I can get creative. But he doesn't want to work for nothing.
Yeah, he didn't get creative. He didn't initiate anything cute.
Nothing.
Like he's just not that. Like he doesn't show the effort either. It's like he's expecting her to do all these things for him. But it's like, what did you do?
Right, to make me feel soft.
Yes. And that's what she basically said to him. She really did go off and was like, you don't got to talk to other people. You can talk to me. You can talk to me. I'm right here. Like, instead of talking to other people. And she really did go off on him and they argued. And I was very happy about that because I'm like, this is the most we've seen from Caleb.
Yeah.
And it's like, good. Tell him about himself because everybody else being pussy.
Yeah. Literally.
You know?
Literally.
So honestly, they got into that little scuffle, which ended up getting them eliminated.
Yes,
eventually.
they needed to get out of there though, because I mean, at the end of the day, they were taking up space. Caleb been taking up space. So at the end of the Megan Thee Stallion challenge, okay, we get America got to vote which bombshells get brought back to the villa, and sure enough, out of the two cakes comes Carl and Amora, which is like so funny because obviously that stirs some controversy.
For sure.
Anaya's very happy that Carl's back. Carl's got his walls up because he's like, I like Anaya, but you also gave me the boot. So
yeah, exactly.
And then Amora's back, and already know what that sincere. Right. And to the point where they have a conversation, and first of all, Titi's like, tells Amora right away, bro, the sincere you knew at Casa is not the sincere you know here. He switched up completely, which I find interesting because it's like, there goes to show you again how obvious it is, and the guys still kept quiet. Because if the girls can peep how much the switch up was, and yet you still were defending sincere, And these are strangers. These girls didn't know Sincere as long as they have.
Yeah, agreed. Yep.
So one, that I peeped that was one. And then two, Sincere and Amora eventually have a conversation and he calls her big dog, which was so fucking funny.
Amora's face when he said that.
Big dog is crazy.
But even before she said that, she was just like,
yeah.
big dog is crazy. Like her eyes were so wide open. Like she was like, oh, that's weird, bro.
Yeah.
That's weird.
100%. And so Carl comes back, and I do want to address now my opinions on Carl and Anaya, because everybody was coming at me on the last episode of Love Island recap because I was obviously disappointed in Anaya's choice in like entertaining Carl. And I'm going to read a comment right now. Somebody wrote, this is Claire Bear 423. They wrote, Carl and Anaya fit each other. She needs someone who's mature. Casey isn't that and is beneath her. Anaya and Carl giving me Cinderella vibes. The one Brandy was in, no shade. And, you know, it's so funny because you mentioned Carl was giving Prince vibes on the last episode.
Yeah.
And I did take it back. I was here for Anaya and the black excellence, okay? But you're right. Like, obviously, Carl is definitely way more fitting. Obviously, seeing them now and where they are. It's like, you know, Anaya is definitely way better off with Carl.
For sure. Like, they were definitely more compatible. And someone also commented that one of the dark-skinned guys, I think it's the one that squatted her, he went online and threw shady comments towards her, basically because he wasn't picked.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, wow, so she just dodged a bullet. And honestly, I agree, because they kind of thought just coming in here being lustful was going to get them a ticket in. But at least Carl came in there being, you know, a gentleman. And ultimately, that is why Anaya picked him. I feel like that's Anaya's vibe. She's not
right. She's not lustful.
That. She's not, exactly.
Which is why Casey called her grandma.
Yeah, that's why he said we ain't been on shit.
But it's also like funny because at some point when Casey pulls Anaya for a conversation, she's like, she mentions it. She's like, grandma coming.
Yo, when she was being shady like that, I was like, yo, that was funny. Weak. That was funny.
That was cute.
That was funny. I was a little funny insider. I was like, yo, I can't. So now Trinity and Bryce get to go on a date, which is super cute.
Yes.
So they're on a jet ski and they take the jet ski to a yacht where they have champagne and they just talk, and it's very cute. They talk about, you know, meeting each other's families and just like how both of them are just so culturally different, but they vibe and balance each other well. And yeah, how they really like each other. And Bryce asked her to be his girlfriend, which was insane, right? So now they get back to the villa. The girls, they're talking to Trinity. The guys are talking to Bryce, and they find out, and everybody's hyped and happy for them. And it was a cute moment.
It was a
cute moment. Like, I will say, like, even though I don't feel it, you know, when it comes to them, I just still don't feel it in my gut. I do think that moment was cute.
Oh yeah, it was nice. It definitely was a turning point for me looking at their relationship, for sure.
Was it? Okay, how did you feel about that?
I was just saying, like, you kind of can't fake that energy right there. And whether it's in the villa because you're kind of like not in the real world.
Yeah.
So like
true.
It can feel like maybe you're attracted to them because of that. And like it just, for the moment, it was cute. I don't know if they're necessarily compatible outside of the villa.
Right.
But like in this moment, in this environment, it was cute.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, they're cute.
Yeah. And that's literally what I thought. So now going back to the whole Kenzie thing, when she makes out with Gaul for the second time, right? Especially after telling Jen, yeah, I want to explore him, even though you're my friend and I know you like him, but was so quick to go off on Melanie because Corbin pulled her for a chat. Mind you, Melanie didn't even kiss him, but okay, we're just going to ignore that part. So Kenzie finally tells Dylan, you know, that she made out with Gaul. And I applaud her for telling the truth. I wasn't expecting her to tell the truth. So I was like, okay, you told the truth. He cries, which I wasn't expecting that.
Bro, that man looked devastated.
Yeah, he looked really devastated. Like, damn, like, did you really have to kiss him to explore your connection? Then she said, a kiss is like a handshake, bro.
Yo.
She said to me, a kiss is like a handshake. She said it in her confessional and she said it during movie night. And I'm like, oh my God, that is not what you need to be saying right now.
I have to show you this video that is so comical because they play on what she said.
Explain to me a Fulani braid bitch.
Oh, I saw this.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck would I know?
What's up? I'm Tim, and I run the PR team for Love Island USA. Sincere must suck to be named something you can't even spell.
You can't be named Sincere and be the biggest liar on the show.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if that guy's name is Sincere, then my name is My Wife Isn't Cheating on Me.
Oh, fuck, dude.
A hot new bombshell enters the villa.
Who the fuck was that?
Oh, yo, dibs.
Whoa, no.
Nah, Sincere didn't make Melanie look like an idiot. I mean, my wife cheated on me, and we're great.
Recently?
Which time you referring to?
Which time?
Let me tell you, my fourth daughter would die for Love Island. Okay, she's obsessed with KC, Corbin, and Sincere. Personally, I would prefer Dylan, or Bryce, or the narrator.
Yeah.
Lana Kaser's out. She sang the N-word.
Singing? She was rapping to Roddy Ricch.
So she's supporting a black artist. Okay, Sam, I need you to be vetting these people.
Any press is good press.
You know ahead of time?
They've all said it. I'm the guy who vets the contestants, okay? Just like Fuckboy Island or Temptation Island or MILF Island or Suck and Fuck Your Cousin Island, Epstein Island. We're looking for anybody who has never graduated high school, okay? No IQs above 80. Hey, Ellie, can you help me out with something real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
What country is this?
Japanese.
You're beautiful, you're smart, you're perfect, never change. She's gonna be great on next season. Okay.
Sir, we got that cuck chair you ordered. Oh my God.
Oh, and this one also.
Put him in the bullpen.
You got it.
The report needed to be on my desk days ago.
You look really nice tonight.
Excuse me?
It worked for Zach.
Yo,
I don't fuck with a sorry.
Honestly, it's nice lumbar support.
Thank you so much for meeting with me. What the
Yeah.
fuck, dude?
Kenzie says handshakes and kisses are the same thing.
No, out. Go. Get out.
Maybe Stalin was so dope.
What are you doing?
Soul sat on this one.
Oh my God.
We got them express straight from the villa.
You guys are eating soul ass cake?
No, this one's Corbin's.
Yeah, what does it taste like? Cocoa butter and lies?
Excuse me? Actually, let me try some of that.
Yo.
You're really just a bad bitch in this one.
Wait, whose cake are you eating?
This is my desk cake.
Yo, I fucking can't. When The Office meets Love Island, fucking PR, I
No,
can't.
for real. That shit had me
is
cackling.
hilarious. Yeah, I saw that earlier too, and I was like, "Yo, this is actually pretty cool."
That
They
was
make
really
this
good.
A thing.
Yeah, that was good.
Going back, we already talked about how Jen confronted her, and I'm very happy she did that. But now we have fucking movie night, girl.
Yes.
Now, movie night was so intense. It
was
was
a part one
explosive.
and part two.
Yes, and this was actually really explosive. Like, I'm not gonna lie, yes, Titi and Trinity and that whole thing with Casey was crazy, but movie night just felt even more extra because now you're forced to sit and watch.
And also all the moments in one spot. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like especially when I was watching Sincere's part, I was like, bro, I know I saw this, but seeing it all at once clipped like that,
a compilation.
I was like, damn, these producers are savage,
a compilation. Like, and honestly, movie night was so wild. So clearly KC's, Zach got shown first, and it was like not that long. It was just with what's her name, Alana?
Mm-hmm.
And Kata was upset. She was like about to cry. And he makes it known that like, yeah, that was like one time and one moment, but like, I was thinking about you, and like everybody knows you can ask anybody. I came back to you and all this stuff.
I love how these guys are. They think it's so cute to say, "But I was thinking about you." Like,
they
as
really love to think that it's cute.
As if that is like that makes me feel better, which is why I'm glad Kata said thanks. That makes me feel so much better.
Yeah,
like,
she was so sarcastic with it. I was like, yo, for real.
How out of touch.
So out of touch.
That's like when that fucking guy came up to me and was like, "You remind me of my ex." Like that's supposed to make me feel good. Like, the fuck?
That's what Sincere wanted to say to Melanie so bad. Talking about, oh, you look familiar. You look familiar. Like, I know you. Like, I've seen you somewhere before. Like, you look familiar. Like,
what the fuck?
Like, what do you mean?
You're right.
And then when you see his ex, it's like, yo, that's Melanie. Copy and fucking paste. That shit is scary. he got a type.
Yep.
But, you know, going back to that, you know, Kata says what she says. Zach says what he says to reassure her, and they move on. Then the girls pick another number. They get to go. Fucking KC, bro. His shit was damn near 2-3 minutes long. I was like, yo, so now they show KC doing and saying everything. Him making out with Sydney. Him, you know, making out with Tiara. Him saying him and Anaya ain't all shit.
Yeah.
Him saying that the girls don't know his powers. Here at Casa, he got aura. Him saying, still talking about how me and Anaya just, you know, haven't done nothing. We don't really have a connection.
There was something very distasteful that he did say that they showed, which I'm really glad, is that, you know, Corbin was like, oh, are you going to give Anaya the same shit if like she went and explored or something like that? And then Casey says something like, nah, I feel like I got more leeway because I've been putting life into her. I've been reassuring her.
Yeah.
Which I thought was fucking weird because it's like, so you did it for a prize or you did it because you genuinely wanted to speak life into her?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I thought that was distasteful. And I will say, like, again, Casey is an innocent when it comes to the way he handled it.
Yeah,
Obviously
for
very
sure.
immature.
For sure.
And wasn't honest. But I am happy that after movie night, because he did go on to say that, you know, it was like holding up a mirror. He didn't realize like how ugly and embarrassing it was to look at that. Like he was cringing the whole time.
The whole time. Yo, he was like this. Like he didn't want to look. He was just like this. Like he was just so animated like this. I'm like, yo, squeezing his eyes shut together the whole time. And I'm just sitting here also getting the secondhand embarrassment
100%.
because I'm like, I feel just as uncomfortable as you guys. And I can't imagine what it's like to be on set, sitting there with all the other Islanders and just watching in silence. Like that is crazy.
And watching yourself and how you act.
Yourself. Like that's so embarrassing.
Yeah, which is why I appreciated that he actually finally had a genuine conversation with Anaya and took accountability. But not only that, but he also mentioned, like, you know, I carried a lot of resentment towards you.
Which we saw that.
Is the truth.
Is the truth.
That
we saw
is
that.
the truth.
For
right
sure.
there. And I feel like it took a lot for him, maybe looking at himself act a certain way where he realized that. But it's like, it's nice to see the growth in that whole situation, but also in him. Because obviously that changed the trajectory of their relationship with him and Anaya. Because Anaya, that's all she wanted. Was for him to take accountability and to be honest about how you felt, and he wasn't honest.
He wasn't. And it's like, even though he was half honest, he wasn't fully honest, especially about the resentment part. That is the main part that I would say he was not honest about, because and it showed. It showed in many different ways. He could have been told Anaya, like, hey, like, I just don't feel comfortable with this, but he never did.
But also, he held on to not being picked.
Yes.
And that's
he
that.
Did hold on to
that was where the resentment started.
He mentioned that too when he came back, talking about ain't nobody picked me, ain't nobody was behind my door.
Right.
Like, she picked me, like, you know, and I fuck with her, I pick her. And like that was one of his main arguments. And this ended up turning into an explosive other argument. Not only between him and Anaya, but Trinity and everybody just getting involved and going off on him and saying that he's fucked up. Like the girls were going in on him. And there were moments where the guys were like having his back too. Like, you know, relax. But
yeah, and I love that Titi called the guys out on it because she's like, don't act like y'all, because they were like, because Anaya said, oh, y'all knew and never told me. So y'all had me looking stupid, especially Sincere when they were close.
Especially Sincere when they showed them talking about, yo, I never seen you like that,
right.
bro. And you don't even do that with Anaya.
And Anaya, and Titi called them out. Like, no, y'all all pulled me aside and said, you never seen Casey happier than what you seen with him. So, like, don't act like you're so shocked when this video comes out because y'all were just as wrong. Like,
yeah. Agreed. But there was a point in time where like Casey starts standing up to defend himself. Then Anaya stands up and she's like, what the fuck you standing up for? Sit the fuck down. Like, what the fuck you standing up for? And I'm like, oh, this is getting a little crazy. Like, I just wasn't expecting it to get that deep.
Yeah, and I do applaud Naya for apologizing for that because it was out of pocket to stand up for that. Like, it just didn't need to get to that point.
It didn't.
This is not Bad Girls Club.
Is it Bad Girls Club? Yo, so obviously, like, you know, the women were not happy with the way he handled it. They felt like Casey was disrespectful, but then Titi does come in again and says, you guys were upset regardless. And Anaya, before you even saw this clip from movie night, you were upset that he even walked in here with me.
Yep.
So I think whether he said those things or not, you would have still been upset.
100%.
And I agree with her.
I agree 100%. I don't think he deserved the initial tomatoes.
I don't think he deserved that
like,
shit.
you know what I mean? That he got when he first walked in with Titi.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he did deserve what he got now, like
At
a movie night.
yes.
Because you see how it really is. But
you
like,
heard he was talking crazy.
He's talking crazy.
Talking crazy. And obviously, like, Anaya just felt dumb. Like, she felt disrespected because she obviously, you know, she was picking him. She was going to stay by his side.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. Like, girl, you saw how happy he got when he was at Casa.
That is the problem with those girls that believe in those fairy tale things.
Yeah.
Remember how we've constantly said, you know, Anaya wants this fairy tale life.
Yeah.
That's your problem. You're
Mhm.
not realistic with yourself and the circumstances.
Yep.
You believe in hope and all that shit. And it's like, bro, the signs were there that Casey wasn't really feeling you like that.
The signs were there and she felt it too. She felt it deep down, which is why she kept pressing him about like, you want to explore because she felt it and she just wanted him to be honest and he wasn't really that honest, you know? So now we got Sincere's actions getting shown. And I am just so happy that we finally, and we have a little bit of the girls' actions get shown too, but it's like not much because they did not do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So there's really nothing
Except
to talk
Kenzie,
about.
but we'll get to that.
Right. That's literally after Sincere.
Right.
So now Sincere shit gets shown of how he was with Soul and how he was lying to the guys about Soul as well. How he was with Melanie and how he lied to her, talking about how he didn't kiss her more than once. And they showed more than one kiss. Then they also showed with him and Amora. Like, you know, so it was just really bad. And the flip-floppy things he would say and how he was saying the same thing to Soul, saying the same thing to Melanie, and even said to Amora that she would be the one if he wasn't in the situation that he's in now. And that right there, you could tell like Melanie was already hurt, but like hearing that hurt her the most because she's like, okay, then why did you pick me? Why did you come back?
And that's what pissed me off the most.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all the things you done seen this man do, it's the idea that he wasn't going to pick you that got you the most messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the actions were basically telling you that you're the side piece. You're the one he comes back to when he's done his play.
Yeah.
But yet hearing him say that, oh, you would have been the one had it been more time was what got you. It's like, girl, you deserve him. You deserve him.
Yeah.
You deserve to look stupid on national TV because you do it to yourself. They're literally movie night. The first clip showed you everything you needed to know. Yeah, that didn't rile you up the way it did with Amora.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I feel like he was more crazy with Soul than Amora.
Yeah.
But the only thing different is that he told Amora if it was a little more time, it would have been you. And it's like, girl,
stand up.
Have some more self-respect for yourself.
Yeah, stand up. And that's just really it. And I'm not going to lie, though. Like, even though, like, we could sit here and say, like, you know, Melanie's dumb, which she is. I'm not going to lie. I felt bad, yo. Like, I felt fucking bad. Like, I feel like the whole movie night really riled up a lot of emotions where I felt that shit. Like, you felt the tension in the air. You felt the awkwardness. You felt the uncomfortability. Like, I felt awkward. I felt secondhand embarrassment. Like, I felt like, ooh, this is awkward. Why am I here? I feel like I'm intruding in a room I shouldn't be in. Like, I shouldn't be hearing about this tea right now. I should leave. Like, that's how I felt. And then I felt so bad for Melanie because she really just lost her shit, crashed out, went off on him, and literally said, you got me looking fucking stupid on TV.
Mm-hmm.
If you acting like this now, what about outside the villa?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she mentions that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Anaya, you know, was calming her down, as being a good friend to her and everything. But seeing her like that, like, I really felt so bad for her. I was like, damn, girl, you really need to leave his ass because this was wild to watch.
He's draining you.
He is. And you realize that, right? In the beginning, she looked so cute. Now she looks very stressed out. Like, every episode now, she just looks like you see a lot of bags under her eyes.
This is supposed to be the honeymoon stage.
Yes.
And the fact is that it's not, and it doesn't even feel close to it. Like, I feel like even Zach may have had his shit, but he was way more respectful to Kata. Like they, I feel like, can come out of this villa having an actual strong foundation.
Agreed. I agree.
But like Sincere and Melanie is like, bro, y'all are toxic.
Yeah, very toxic. Very toxic. And so like, of course, Melanie storms off. Like she storms off and Anaya storms off to her and she consoles her. But at some point during movie night, we find out that Alana got sent home, aka left.
Yes.
So Kata's not having it. So now she just starts going off like, oh, so if she didn't get sent home, would you fucking pick her? So now she just starts going off on Zach and going off about it. And he's like really trying to defend himself. Like, no, like I was talking about you and I was already thinking about you before she left. Like, no. And then of course, you know, the girls and the guys, the Casa girls and the guys had his back. Like, yeah, he was, which made her feel a little better once the girl said something, but you could tell she was not fucking with that.
I will say though that yes, he probably would have still chose her, which is why I don't understand why he didn't say the truth from the beginning.
Yeah, and that's the part that was weird.
That I find very weird because if you genuinely felt like that, and he keeps saying, I'd rather you be mad at me than me not have you at all. You know what I mean? So why didn't you just tell her about Alana to begin with? I feel like he sometimes is so strategic in what he does.
Yeah.
That I see right past it. First of all, isn't he a Scorpio? That fucking calculated motherfucker. Like, I just don't trust Zach at all. I feel like it was very calculated why he didn't tell her about Alana. And I don't know. I feel like I call bullshit. There's something weird there because it's like, if you supposedly telling me that you don't mind her being mad at you, as long as, you know, it's Kata, then why didn't you tell her about Alana?
Yeah, that part was weird. Like the fact that you didn't tell her about it. I mean, I don't know. That shit is weird. Maybe he felt in his boy mind, I don't need to. What she doesn't know won't hurt her. Or like it will make shit worse if I tell her.
Which is the stupidest thing anyways, because it's on camera.
That's how they fucking think.
It's on camera. You're on national TV. They're like, okay, even if that was a thought, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
But people do that.
There's cameras everywhere.
Regardless.
You're
I feel
on
like
Love Island.
I feel like it's a habit though when people lie like that or just withhold information.
Which
so
is
it
why
doesn't matter if they're on camera.
Which is why I'm saying what I'm saying is like, again, if you're capable of lying about something like that on national TV, knowing damn well you can rewind it, it's like you're strategic. You're capable of being a dick. And I don't know, is this a game? Do you really like Kata or is this just to win the game?
Yeah, I feel like he likes Kata, but I'm not going to lie. When he said after they got intimate and he said, would it be bad if I explore a new bombshell? Like, even if that was a joke, that was a distasteful joke. Like, that was a terrible joke. Tasteless fucking joke. Like, too soon, bro.
But
like,
that's why I feel like, do you really like Kata or are you just playing the game?
Yeah, same.
Are you playing the game? Do you want to win your money?
It's giving you like Bryce because I can't do this. I can't. You gonna leave Kata for Bryce. So now we get to, of course, before Kenzie though, Anaya, her moments with Carl get shown and the girls are like, aw, and the guys are like, what the fuck? Like, how are you gonna sit there and say, aw, when he explored, you got mad. You're exploring and now it's aw, like it's weird. And that's a double standard.
It is.
And I agreed with them. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, 100%.
Because the same way Kenzie was giving Corbin so much lip, like I don't really think that he deserved that at all.
I agree.
It was a game for her.
Yeah.
It's a game for her. Now we get to the part where Kenzie, literally her video gets shown and now everyone's quiet.
Quiet.
I love how the girls is quiet. This is the most quiet they've been. So they see, and I hate that they didn't show Gabe or Sean. I wish they added that in there.
I know.
They didn't show that. They only added, Dylan, Gall, Caleb, and Corbin.
Which leads me to wonder, is production protecting Kenzie?
I think they are.
Because why did you
they
show...
went easy on her.
All of Sincere.
And KC.
But then when Kenzie came up, you didn't show Sean or Caleb. Gabe.
Like, you took it easy on her. And I feel like, no funny, I do feel like there is some type of... I don't know. Maybe they favor her or like there's some softness towards her or some protection for her because I think that's weird. Because y'all did KC dirty. Y'all showed everything. Sincere, y'all showed everything. Corbin, y'all showed everything. So why the fuck with Kenzie, y'all didn't show everything?
Right.
Y'all even went back as far as Soul. So for Sincere. So why didn't you go back with Gabe?
Right.
Why didn't you go back with Sean?
Yeah.
She said the same exact thing to them too.
I know.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was like, okay, you showed it, but I feel like y'all went easy on her. That's a little weird.
And I mean, people are saying that even the karaoke challenge, that they feel like they were protecting Kenzie.
I agree, because if she didn't win that challenge, she would have definitely went home.
I have a video I want to show.
Oh my God, let's see it.
Went out of their way on Love Island to bend the rules a bit for Kenzie and Dylan to stay on the show, right? Let's talk about this. I'm not going to say I'm some historian when it comes to Love Island, but as long as I can remember, every single Love Island challenge meant absolutely nothing. You don't win a prize, you don't win money,
Now all of a
you don't win
sudden-
immunity. Well, until last night when Kenzie and Dylan are in the bottom 3 and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, since you won the karaoke challenge, you're now safe. Okay. That was just implemented for the first time, I don't know, ever.
Right.
As for the karaoke challenge itself, very cringeworthy for sure. But I will say, I thought it was so fitting that Melanie and Sincere.
Okay, well, that was it. That was all he said. Everything else was
Yeah,
like,
I agree. And I just love too how she went last. And it's like, that she's a dancer. That, she was put in theater, performing arts. So you knew she was going to body this challenge too. So now it makes me wonder, was this, calculated? Like, yeah, let's do this and have her win. And all of a sudden she's safe from elimination, because he's right. That's never been a thing.
Yeah.
There's never been a challenge, a prize or any of that shit.
Yeah.
From keeping you from being eliminated.
Yeah.
So I thought it was weird that all of a sudden, since you guys were the winners, you're safe. I was so fucking mad, because I'm like, bro,
she would have been voted out.
She would have been voted out, and everyone wants her to go home.
Yeah.
Everyone's been talking about it online, but all of a sudden she's safe. So honestly, I do think production's protecting her.
Right, because first it was movie night and then this. And so I read some of the comments because I wanted to get the sentiment of people and how they felt about this take. And a lot of the people were like, no, I don't think it was rigged. But there were some people that said they feel like it was to protect Kenzie because they're afraid of the liability of her going home because of how much heat she's getting of her harming herself, which I think is crazy too, because it's like, what if KC felt like that? You know what I mean? Like, what if Soul felt like, I don't know. Like, I don't get it. Since when is that like, I don't know. I thought that was a weird take.
Do you see what the fuck I don't like, bro?
But
do you see what the fuck I don't like?
But we don't know. This is all
I don't
conversation.
like the victim mentality. I don't like that. And we already know that she clearly has that. She clearly was raised like that. Nobody told her about herself the same way nobody told Sincere about himself. She doesn't know how to take accountability the same way Sincere don't take accountability.
Right.
You're used to being chosen, so you're like a fucking brat when you're not chosen. You want to walk around and do whatever the fuck you want to do, but the moment someone does something that you did, all of a sudden you're the fucking victim. After you've been going around and doing everybody fucking dirty, all the bitches you claim to be friends with, you're doing them dirty.
Yep.
Jen, Melanie, you're doing them fucking dirty. You're talking shit about Parmida, you're being petty,
Yep.
but you're safe?
Yeah. That was crazy. And then I thought at the very end, when Parmida had already talked to her, she was like, no, it's all good. They already had their conversation. I thought at least, the very last thing Kenzie would do, because either way, Dylan and Kenzie, if they would have gone to Corbin and Parmida's side, they still would have went home. I thought at least with some pride and dignity, she would have showed Parmida, like, look, I'm not trying to be petty, and would have stood next to Corbin and Parmida. But no, she stood right next to Zach and Kata anyways. And I was
Still
like, girl,
petty towards the
still
end.
to the very end.
And that's why Parmida made that face, because she knew, like, girl, you're being petty. You're being petty after we just had a fucking conversation, after you were fake and you apologized. And this is the shit I don't like. Yo, if Bea was still here, bring Bea back, bro. I feel like Bea would have definitely told her about herself the way she properly needed to be told about herself. I do not like that. Oh my God, I do not like that.
You're
girl.
mad right now.
I'm mad. I'm mad because it's like,
They didn't listen.
That's that
I will
shit.
say that
That's that shit.
It does look like production to take it easy on Kenzie because of movie night, and then this whole weird thing with like the whole karaoke thing. Like, granted, they did win, like they were good, but I thought it was gonna be funny that they won and then we're gonna get sent home.
Right.
But like apparently it's immunity now because I mean like
that made no sense. Like, listen, I'll give Kenzie her fucking flowers. You know, they ate that. They ate the challenge up.
They did.
But since when are you immune from elimination because you win a challenge? I just thought it was so fucking convenient. Not gonna lie, I got so annoyed because production. They see what's going on the internet.
1,000,000%.
They know that America
does not want her on there.
No, they
want
know
her
that.
out.
So why is it that now all of a sudden America doesn't have a choice because it's Kenzie?
Very weird. At the end of the day, we don't like Kenzie, and production knows that.
That's the part that's weird. So it's like, where's the correlation here? Like, all of America can't stand Kenzie, but you're protecting her from all of America, but nobody else got the same grace. So why is she getting the same grace? Why is she getting grace? Why? Is she connected with somebody? Is she connected with somebody that is spending big money to Peacock and Love Island and like what the fuck?
What the fuck? You're so upset right now.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's move on.
I'm sorry. That was crazy.
I know I messed you up.
Okay. I'm moving on. So after they show her scenes, while they're showing the scenes, Anaya, Kata, all the girls are literally like, damn, Kenzie, like you fucked up. Like this is bad, Kenzie. This is really bad. But they're still being really nice. So now when it's done, everybody's quiet. Dylan is feeling some type of way. And Zach is literally like, see, told you. And fucking Dylan is like, this just does not make me feel good, especially like how I've only picked you. I've been like, pouring into you because I really like you. And just seeing this just doesn't make me feel good. And it just looks like what everyone was telling me was true.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenzie, she didn't really have anything to say about it because she knew it looked bad.
Mm-hmm.
So she apologized and she was like, yeah, like I can see how that looked. And like,
she also noted, I'm done exploring.
I just think it's interesting that now you're done exploring because you got embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you didn't get embarrassed like that, I think you would still be exploring because you were fucking go-lucky happy with Gaul.
Mm-hmm.
Go-lucky happy with just having the attention of two men because you're used to having attention. So when you don't have it, you get upset like an only child. So anywho, whatever. So she's apologizing. And that's when she says her comment about, a kiss to me is like a handshake. And I'm not going to lie. Dylan did mention too in his confessional, like, did you have to make out to see if there's a spark, a connection? Because you don't. And I agree. You can have sexual tension. You don't got to fucking do anything to feel a spark or a vibe. So it's her. She's being fucking weird. And it's like, this is a game for you. So that was that. And you could tell she was embarrassed. And yeah, there came to be an elimination round where the guys get to pick the girls, right? Who they want to couple up with. And at this point, Jen already knows like she's fucked. Especially what happened between her and Gaul. So, Jen is upset. Like, I brought you here and now you're going to take me out.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when elimination comes, Gaul does end up picking Amora.
But I love how Amora was a little shady towards the end. Because she was like talking to Gaul about like, how he's telling her he doesn't know because he doesn't know what to pick. And then she's like, yeah, well, just so you know, she dogs you in the makeup
dressing
room
or whatever. Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty shady for Amora.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
But I'm glad that Gaul picked up on it. Like, are you just telling me that because you want to stay?
Yeah, exactly. But you knew he wasn't picking Jen. Anywho, so then when it comes down to it, Amor and Jen are the last two standing. And of course, he picks Amora. Jen goes home. She knew it was coming. She's upset about it. Everybody says their goodbyes. It's a very cute, nice ending or whatever. But then here's a twist. Now, elimination rounds aren't done, so don't get fucking comfortable.
2 more couples are going home.
So 4 people are going home now. And it's convenient that fucking Amor and Gaul get sent home along with Jen and Caleb.
Yeah.
So it's hilarious because Gaul literally thought he was doing something, sending Jen home, and then he goes home right after Jen.
Uno reverse card.
Yo, that ass God was on her side.
Yeah. That ass.
So that shit was mad funny. But in the midst of doing that, they had to each put the broken hearts in the slot by the couple, right?
Yeah.
So Kenzie and Dylan were tied up with Jaden and Caleb, right? And eventually it ended up being Jaden and Caleb. But when they gave their reasonings for picking Kenzie, they said that they just feel like, the only reason why she settled down now is because of movie night and she felt embarrassed. If it wasn't for that, she would have never settled down. So now they see that like, okay, it's giving you're here for the wrong reasons. And this is just a game to you. So now she took that to heart. Kenzie was upset. Like, even though she was safe, she was upset with all the girls. She was not talking to nobody. She was to herself. She was by herself. And she felt some type of way. And it's interesting how you just see her switch up. Like, these were supposedly your best friends. And now all of a sudden, you're not talking to anybody.
I mean, she switched up so quickly with everything, you know what I mean? So it's very in character. I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
At all. So after that, what? It's karaoke night?
Yeah, pretty much karaoke night. And the couples, they have to pick a song and dance, and it was cute. I enjoyed
a challenge that finally
didn't involve making out and shoving toes in your mouth.
Right. Like soft porn,
Yeah.
It was really
wholesome.
Really nice to watch, like, because it is something that you would do in real life, like karaoke night. You know what I mean?
It was cute.
It was cute as fuck. So I will say my favorite was definitely Casey and Titi.
Yes.
They definitely did a great job together. My least favorite was Zach and Kada.
Definitely Zach and Kada.
First
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Why
yo.
they hype it up I'm thinking I'm hearing One Direction voice because you know what I'm saying?
Talking about he could sing. Everybody was saying, yeah, he could sing.
And the performance that they chose to do made it seem like they could sing because it's like that's what was holding up should have been the voice because they chose the hardest song on planet Earth.
Yo, for real.
And all they did was sing terribly into each other's eyes.
Yeah, and it was just no dance, no choreography, nothing. And I'm like, wow, this is actually really bad. And y'all was hyping yourself up in the confessionals. We're gonna be the best ones. And I'm like, okay.
Nah, Parmida going, oh!
Yo, that had me weak. Yo, Parmida and Corbin, their performance, it was also bad too, but it was funny.
I loved their performance.
I was laughing. But I feel like with Kada and Zach, it wasn't funny. It wasn't entertaining. It was a slow-ass song. With Corbin and Parmida, it was a little bit more upbeat, so it was fun. It was funny.
And it was like I could relate to that song, like Dilemma, like come on.
I know, it was so good. Yo,
Nelly,
they both
bro,
can't sing
like,
for
this
shit,
shit's
bro.
Fire.
They both can't sing for shit.
Kenzie and Dylan go last, and they look like what is it? Sharpay and what's his name from High School Musical?
And Ryan.
Yeah, but the way they were fucking doing this and that and splits and high jumps.
Yeah, Dylan jumping over her head while she split. That was good. He did a split in the air.
That was pretty good.
What the fuck? Y'all both doing splits.
They looked like they was in High School Musical for real.
It was giving Grease. It was giving High School Musical.
Yeah.
It was like it was fun.
They did a really good one. Sincere Melanie.
You're
the
one
perfect
that I love.
song.
Better shape up.
Right.
Because I need a man. I was like, you would choose that song.
That's a perfect song for them, obviously.
Right. And everybody else did a great job.
Señorita with Carl and Anaya. That was okay.
Oh yeah, that was decent.
It was cute.
Yeah. I mean, I thought the whole challenges were cute.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, obviously the least favorited couple was Corbin and Parmida, Kenzie and Dylan, and Zach and Kada, which I was actually shocked that Zach and Kada were there because I thought a lot of people really liked Zach and Kada.
For the bottom three?
Yeah, the bottom three to be voted out.
I'm honestly happy that they were like in the bottom because I felt like they've been riding through this whole season very comfortable. And I'm here for a little bit of mess and stirring shit up. So I'm not gonna lie, I was happy to see them on the bottom. However, I was not happy to see Corbin and Parmida go.
I was not happy to see them go. I'm not going to lie, because I feel like we were just getting really used to them and warming up to them. And, I was upset. But they lived together. So that's great.
Yeah. And it's so funny because, obviously Corbin doesn't show much emotion the whole season. Somebody referred it to as the story of the Tin Man for the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Like, he the whole time, but he has to go through the journey with what's her name? Dorothy.
Yeah.
To finally realize that he actually had the heart the whole time and he just needed the journey.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because towards the end, when he's packing up his bags, he literally starts crying.
He breaks down,
Like-
which
like
I was shocked.
Ugly crying. Like,
yeah, like he had to cover his face.
yeah.
I was very shocked. And why the fuck Bryce gonna say it's like AI? What he say?
AI does got emotions or some
Yo,
shit.
I'm dead. He said some dumb shit like that, but that shit had me weak because I really wasn't expecting him to cry like that. And he was like, yo, I'm gonna miss everyone here. Like, we've been through a lot. Like, Corbin was the last person I expected to cry.
100%.
He's very like hard on the exterior. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he's also not mixy. Like, if the girls was around him and they started chatting, he'd get up and leave. He's like, I'm gonna let
Walked
y'all
away.
have y'all chat. If it
Yes.
was Zach and Bryce, they would be chatting with the girls.
100%.
Yo.
And that's what I said. Like, Corbin's really like the definition of
Alpha.
alpha.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I have testosterone. Like,
Yeah.
there is no feminine energy at all in that.
Like he's like, I don't show emotions. My dad doesn't show emotions, and that's me.
I
That's it.
love that though. I love that because it's like, I feel like, you know, it comes with its bad side, but it's like girls love that, like, you know, to feel protected and to whatever. But it was cute to actually see this tough man who never showed emotions
exactly
to cry because obviously he's gonna miss his friends.
Exactly. So I thought that was very cute.
Very cute.
Very cute. And you know, it was cute. It was cute to just see that whole interaction. You know, he wasn't ready to go.
He
but
was not ready to go.
He was not ready to go.
I don't think America was ready for them to go.
Yeah.
We were tired of Kenzie,
That's
bro.
really who would have went home.
Yeah.
That's why when I was like, this should have been Kenzie and Dylan. This whole thing feels rigged, but okay.
But back to Zach and Kata, you said that you're surprised that
I was actually very surprised that they ended up being in the bottom 3 because nobody was voting for them. You know, nobody was saying anything.
Why do you think they were?
I don't know. Maybe because of Zach. That's the only thing I could think of. Because of Zach and Bryce. They said because Zach gay, bro.
I feel like if I would have to speak for why they wouldn't have been my top favorite or the most secure, it's just because I will say because of Zach. Because Zach is calculated. And I feel like maybe people are starting to see more of it. And I think that people need to also start paying attention to Bryce. Because I will not lie to you, maybe I feel like this is all to win the game and not necessarily. Because when he said to Sincere, just tell her she's right, bro, because that's what she wants to hear. That told me everything I needed to know about you as a man.
Yeah. And that's why I just don't buy it.
And that's why I feel like that was Zach, where you chose to not tell about Alana. That shows me you're calculated. On top of the fact that you do this weird power dynamic where you're like, oh, if you're mad at Kata, I'm not making you breakfast. You somehow forgot that you should have made breakfast that day. It just feels like you're very calculated. And maybe people are starting to see that. I don't know.
He's just too fucking catty. And that's another thing too. He's too sassy. Like, and he seems like he would be better off in a relationship with Bryce. And I really think that that's what America thinks. Like, that's it. Like, from everything from him making a joke about the bombshell to how he acted in Casa, how he didn't tell her that Alana left, how he is with fucking Bryce. He's happier with Bryce than he is with her. Like, come on. You know what I mean?
I am curious to know why y'all think that they were in the bottom 2. Because like I said, I was surprised, but I'm not I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
because
KC and Tiara were shocked as fuck. They thought it was gonna be them.
I know. I'm glad because it's like you can't lie about the chemistry.
Yeah.
You literally
lie
can't.
about the chemistry.
And I feel like TT and KC, they have not had issues since they came.
No, literally. They have really good chemistry.
Anaya and Carl, they have not had issues.
Right. Compatible.
They're compatible as fuck.
Right.
Bryce and
exactly.
Trinity are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Like they're
it's
gonna
done.
get right. There's security there. Zach and Kata,
it's rocky.
you're weird.
Yeah.
You act a little weird. And then I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking forward to this man pouting in the bed on the next episode. I'm not looking forward to him because he thinks, oh, it's my fault that America thinks that. Bro, come on. This is that shit, bro.
Yeah.
This is that shit. Shut up.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much where we left off. And that's definitely what you said is going to be the next episode. And
that's tonight, but you know.
That's tonight. And Kata feels like, you know, she doesn't agree that they should have been in the bottom 3.
Right. But guys, just so you know, we are going to have a Love Island watch party in the Arlo Hotel on the 12th. I'm excited because yeah, if y'all follow us on Patreon, on all social medias, you're gonna get all the updates on that here. So the next time we do come talk about Love Island, we will be talking and have already been to this watch party. It would have been the finale of Love Island. So I'm excited to tune back to you guys on that. So please go subscribe, turn on your post notifications on everything that we have on socials.
Yes, please.
And do you have anything else to say about this episode?
I don't have anything else to say. I think that's pretty much it. Kenzie and Dylan deserve to go home, and that's where I stand. I mean, definitely comment your thoughts about this. Let me know what you thought about these past few episodes, everything movie night, just how explosive things were, you know? And then, I mean, with that being said, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram. That's JESSI.strange. And where can they find you, Tiana?
You guys can find me on Instagram at it's.tianalock. You guys can find us on Instagram at
The Petty Headquarters.
You guys can find us on all podcast platforms, YouTube, and Patreon at The Petty Headquarters. We release episodes weekly, and with that being said, this was your weekly dose of mess.